All right. So good. Today we're going to learn about some basic vocabulary. Let me ask you guys. Let's see. When you were little, do you remember like practicing any sports or wanting to play any instruments?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Good, good. Yes. So thanks for joining. And yeah, let's see. Juan, do you remember being interested in playing any sports or any instruments when you were little?
Uh, Good morning, teacher. Yes, uh, when I was a child, I love play football. Uh, um, I I I dedicate so much time
Mm-hmm.
to play in football here in my town.
Oh,
Um, yes, and then I will I practice. I was practice
mm-hmm.
the ciclismo. I don't know how say.
That's a good one. I would have to get back to you on that, but okay, good. Nice. So you practiced football when you were little. Do you think you're good at it? Do you think you're good at it?
Uh, yes, I try to put all my effort to do the best,
Yes.
but yes,
Mm.
um, but now it's impossible to play again.
Is it because of time or because of the physical condition?
Yes, do some physical conditions.
I see. Yeah, it gets harder over time. I understand that.
Yes.
All right. What about you, Irvin? Do you remember practicing playing any sports or any instruments when you were little?
Yeah, I remember practice basketball. I played maybe drums.
Mm.
So it was very um, good because I love
Mm.
instruments. I love create different songs with drums and yeah, practice basketball because for my healthy. But yeah, I remember that practice basketball and play drums.
Wow. Are drums a difficult instrument?
Yeah, it's difficult because you need, I don't know how do you say, uh
Coordination?
I mean, yeah, the harmonization with the hands
Mm.
and the feet.
Mm. Yeah, I imagine. And are you any good at it?
Yeah, maybe.
The bad thing about drums is that they're very expensive. So yeah, it's probably hard
Yeah,
to go in with it. All right,
yeah.
good. Nicolas, do you listen to music when you have some free time? What type of music do you listen to?
Uh, Most of time when I listen to music is when I work or when I doing exercise. But the type of music is a little bit of everything, I think, because I put the mix of YouTube and
Oh,
whatever it comes, I listen.
good. I feel like we all do that. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming to look for new music, so we listen to the same 5 songs every day. But good. Do you have any favorite artist or
Mm,
song or favorite album at the moment?
I think is 21 Pilots is one of my favorites. Mitski, or this is the I recently heard these songs. It calls Mother, the group.
I haven't heard of it, but I'm also a 21 Pilots fan, so I know what you mean. What's your favorite album of them?
What is the not the last one? I think the previous of the last one was
Oh,
my
Trench,
favorite.
the yellow one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I also think that's their best album. Good. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, go ahead.
Their music is very mixed. I think. I mean, one is very move, or very loud, or if the next one is very quiet.
Mm,
They don't have a style music. The
they're very experimental. I see what you
Mhm.
mean. Yeah, good. Thank you, Nicolas. What about you, Arises? Do you like listening to music? I think we all do, but do you have any favorite artist or album or genre?
I listen. No, I like listen music.
Which one? I can barely hear you. Sorry.
I like play music.
Mm. What kind of artist? What type? Any specific artist by any chance?
Oh, I don't have a specific favorite artist. Favorite.
Mhm. No,
Type
but
of
that's,
music.
I say that type of music is actually good to learn English because of the pronunciation and how fast they go with their verses of good. They have good music. I don't think if the type of music I listen to is considered, I mean, black music. I guess so, because those are black artists. But yeah, good. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Jorge.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you? How was your weekend?
Well,
Okay, good. Glad to hear that. Do you like watching movies? By any chance?
yes, I watch movie.
And do you like any specific genre, like action or something like that?
The movies, the superhero.
Ooh, I see. They're very popular right now. What was the last
Uh,
one that was released? The last one?
uh, what?
Do you remember what was the last time that was released? I don't remember.
I do not remember now.
Oh, that's okay then. But I agree that they're very good. Do you have any favorite superhero?
Okay, teacher.
No. Okay. All right. So that was the point. So we're reviewing entertainment right now. We have some TV shows here. Are you familiar with these TV shows, guys? Do you like any of this or another one that is not here? Have you watched Breaking Bad or Friends? I think those are the most popular. And The Sopranos, of course. I mean,
I
they're all very
watch
popular. Go ahead.
I watch Game of Thrones. It was my favorite.
Really? I remember I haven't watched it, but some people say the end is not
The
very
end it's not ended yet. I
Mm,
still with the hope.
uh-huh. I hope that maybe in the future there's a way for them to like give us an alternative ending.
Yes,
Mhm.
the next Sunday I think is coming the prequel of Game of Thrones,
Really?
Blood and Dragon, I think it's called.
I see. I see. Well, that's very interesting. Hopefully, this one will be better than the original one.
I hope.
What about you, Ariste? Have you watched any of these TV shows? Do you like any of these?
Um, and the only one of our series is Breaking Bad.
I see. Are you watching Better Call Saul?
Yes, and this. I
Um,
wait the last episode.
the last one, yeah, it's up tomorrow.
Yes,
Um, and let's see, which one are you liking more at the moment?
yes.
Breaking
It
Bad
comes
or Better Call
today,
Saul?
but Netflix is tomorrow.
I see. I see. And which one do you think is better? Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul?
I don't know.
Oh,
I like both series.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they're both pretty good. They're from the same director,
And
so.
I don't like the discussion.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yes. So it looks like you guys are not fans of this type of TV shows, the one below, or are you? What do you think, Irvin? Do you like any of these four shows?
Yeah, I Friends and Seinfeld. So for me, it was yeah, a good series in the moment, but I prefer the Marvel series. So it's really cool because it's all universe of Marvel. But for me, Pixel One, Friends is better than Seinfeld.
I see. I haven't watched Seinfeld, so I wouldn't be able to confirm or deny that. But Friends is good. Sometimes their jokes are a little lame, but it's still good. It's a very beloved show. So, all right. We have this movie genres. We have Juan, can you help us just rating each genre, please?
Okay. Um, Horror, comedy, history, sci-fi, romance, thriller, mystery, drama, superheroes,
Mhm.
action.
Good. Do you know? Do you have any favorite genre out of this ones?
Oh, yes. I prefer the actions.
I think I asked you that, right? I don't remember. Anyways, thanks for reading. And yes, I don't like horror. It's too much for me. But good. Yeah, these are just a few out of all the genres that exist. And then we have the music. Um, let's see. Alicia, do you have any favorite type of music? I think you were the one who said black music, right? Are you there?
Eh, Okay, maybe rock,
Hmm. Yeah.
electronic.
Mhm.
Mm,
That's it?
yes.
No. Okay. Yes. This two genres I think are very popular in the country. Can you help us just reading the name, please?
Yes.
Mhm.
This is jazz.
Oh, no, can you help us just reading the names?
Ah,
Mhm.
all names.
Sí.
Disco, rock, classical,
Mhm,
reggae, instrumental,
mhm,
jazz, heavy metal,
mhm.
punk, electronic, country, and blues.
Blues. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Irving, can you help us reading this one, please?
Okay, K-pop,
Mhm.
K-pop, salsa, hip hop, samba, ska, gospel, country, merengue, tango, and bachata.
Good. Thank you. Do you like any genre out of this? 10?
Maybe ska, salsa, and merengue.
Good. I haven't listened to any group that actually does ska music. Is it good? Would you recommend it?
Yeah, it's good. Maybe in Spanish, the House of Cadillacs and others. I don't remember the names.
I didn't know they make this type of music. Good. Thank you. Okay. So and then we have sports. Some of you said, I think it was Juan who said that he used to practice football. Yes. So we have for soccer, you say soccer when you're in the US and football when you are in the UK. So just for you to make the difference. And all right. Nicolas, can you help us just rating the names?
Yes, and soccer, basketball, volleyball, swimming, yoga, tennis, karate, chess, and boxing.
Okay. And all right. So did you guys know that chess is a sport? Did you guys know that?
I always heard that is mental sport.
Yes, yes. I think I mean, you have to be able to make to do your moves very quickly. So yeah, I agree. You have to be very well trained for that. And well, yoga is not specifically a sport, it's an activity. But sports and activities will help us with the next topic. So, okay. Have you guys noticed that you say something like, I will go swimming, I'm going to play soccer, and I'm gonna do yoga. So it's not the same verb for this sports and activities. Have you heard that?
Oh, yes, I remember the using of going or the auxiliary will.
Mhm.
When you are make some activity in certain
Mhm.
day into the day or in certain hours is using the going
Mm.
auxiliary
Good.
and
Mhm.
the will
Mhm.
when you plans to for a, a future in
Mhm.
2 or 5 days.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you. Yes, there are very different contexts for this, for the verb go. I agree. right now we're going to focus on this type of context. So you're going to use play, do, and go for activities and sports. Irving, can you help us reading this, please?
We use the verbs play,
Mhm.
do, and go with the sport and activities.
Good. Thank you. Okay, before we move on, something that I think we all have because of our accent, right, is to add an E at the beginning of a word that starts with S. So if you can just connect the word with sports, that will make it sound more native. Can you try again, Irving, please?
Okay. We use the verbs play, do, and go with sports and activities.
Good. Okay. Just remember to connect the S without adding an E, and it will sound better with sports, not with sports. Okay. All right. So yes, sports and activities. This have a context. You cannot mix them. You cannot say, I'm going to play yoga, for example. That's not all right. So we're going to review each one of them. Let's see. Arises, can you help us reading, please?
Play. Play is used with ball sports or competitive games where we play against another person. Basically, it's used for team sport, major league sports, games, and musical instruments.
Good, good. All right, thank you. Let's see. One, we just learned some names, some sports names. So let me ask you, can you mention a sport in which you compete against another person, but you don't use a ball?
Yes. And the basketball.
Okay, but you don't have to use a ball.
Oh,
Mhm,
okay. Well, when I was younger,
mhm.
I play basketball for almost 1 year, and that was my favorite sport in that time.
Mhm. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Good. Yes. And I'm sorry. Yes, you're supposed to use a ball for the word play. So yes, basketball works. So like you said, I used to play basketball. Good. Let's see. What about computer games? Irving, you mentioned that you did that this weekend. What do you think? Do we use play or do we use another word?
Maybe why no, but
Mhm.
yeah, the computer. Yeah, I said you I practice my program language in the computer, so
Mhm.
I practice maybe all week, different exercise. So maybe I don't know, create different or some things code, but yeah, mm, only that.
Okay. And what do you think for video games? Do you play, or do you go
I play.
video games? You
Is
play.
play. Yeah, because is the foreign express the video games. I play video games. And so, yeah, for me, it's play.
Good. All right. Yes, that's correct. Good job. So you, although there is no ball, of course, in a video game, I mean, most of them, you are still competing. You compete to win. And you might be playing against another person. So you use play. You play video games. Nicolas, what about chess? Do you think we use the word play? You play chess or you do chess?
I think it's play because we
Mhm.
are against another person.
Good. Yes, that's correct. Good job. Thank you. All right. So before we move on, Raquel, since you're not, let's see, since you can only write in the chat, do you have any questions? What about you, Jorge? I think I haven't asked you a lot right now. Do you have any questions or any example that you may want to give us? Before we move on?
I had a doubt.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, you try to explain the use of the bird play
Mhm.
in the sport situations.
Mhm.
Um, mm, I not understand too
Mhm.
much the use of play in play or plays con S with S.
All right. Good. Thank you. All right. So play is a verb. If you add an S, it's also a verb, of course, but you're talking about a third person. He, she, or it. Do you remember the simple present?
Yes, yes, I
Okay,
remember.
good. So as you might remember, in general, we add S to a verb for a third person noun.
Yes.
So for example, you can use the verb play to talk about sports or games. For example, you can say, my sister plays chess. We're still on the same topic, but you're modifying the verb.
Okay.
So yes, you can use it like play or place. It depends on the subject that you're
Okay.
talking about.
Okay.
All right, good. Thanks for your question. Good. Any other question or comment or example before we move on?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, so we have do. Jorge, can you help us reading this, please?
Yes. Do. Do is used for a recreation activity or a non-team sport that does not use a ball. It is used for exercise, warehouse, and what do you say this word?
Martial, you say it like martial.
Martial arts.
Good, thank you. Okay, this one is pronounced like workouts.
Workouts.
And this one is pronounced like recreational.
Recreation.
Recreational activity. Good.
Oh, okay.
Great, thank you. So recreational activities you do for fun, as easy as that. Or a non-team sport. you don't need a team for that. Good. So let's see. Nicolas, can you help us with, can you mention a sport for which you don't need a ball, but you still compete against another person?
Box, I think.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's correct.
Good. Okay. Let's see. Mhm. So we have, sorry guys. Okay. Yes, you're completely right. Boxing, based on the definition, you don't use a ball, but you're still competing with another person and you don't need a team. So you do boxing. Good. What about, let's see what the examples we have here. Yoga. What do you guys think? Aricias, do you think we use play? Do you think we use do?
What?
So we're currently learning to use do with a sport or an activity. So I was asking for examples. Do you think yoga, for that one, do you think we use play or do? Based on the definition.
Ah,
Let's go over it. You use do for an activity you do for fun. You don't need a team and you do not use a ball. So do you think we use do or do we use play for yoga?
hmm,
Do you need a ball for yoga?
no.
Do you need a team for yoga? Okay, and you do it to compete against someone or do you do it for fun?
I do or let's see, I don't know. For exercise.
Exercise, workouts, or martial arts? What do you think? Is it play or do?
Maybe do.
Do. Good. Can you give me a sentence using do yoga? You can modify the verb too if you want.
I do yoga every night.
Good. Yes, as easy as that. You, for activities that you do for fun, for which you don't need a team, and that do not use a ball, you use do.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions with this one, guys? Or is there any example that you may want to check before we move on?
No.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, so we have one left. Go. Let's see. Evan, can you help us reading this one, please?
Okay, go. Go use is used for one activities that end ing, two individual activities, only one person is needed. Example, dancing, hiking, skiing, swimming, surfing.
Good, thank you. This one's pronounced like hiking.
Okay, hiking.
Hiking, correct. All right, do you know what hiking is?
No.
Okay. You talk about hiking when you go, when you open a path in maybe a mountain, when there is a path already, actually. For example, if you go to Cerro Verde to get to the Izalco volcano, mhm. You go there, but there is already a path. So yeah, it's basically, I'm gonna say it in Spanish, it's senderismo. So that's what it is.
Senderismo.
Sí.
Okay.
Good. All right. So, Nicolás, can you give us example maybe with a different type of activity or a sentence, I'm sorry, with a different type of activity or one of this here?
One of these is I will go to swimming this weekend.
Good. All right. Thank you for the example. So whenever you talk about going to do something,
Mhm.
in this case, you don't use go to. You just say, I will go swimming.
Okay.
You don't use to. It's just I'll go swimming. I'll go dancing. I'm going, because you can modify the verb. I'm going skiing. I'm going surfing. Or I went surfing. I went dancing. She goes dancing. So can you try again?
I will go swimming this weekend.
Good. Yes. Good job. All right. Aricias, can you help us an example? Can you help us with an example? Sorry. You can modify the verb as well, just like Nicholas did. Are you there? 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. Juan, I feel like
Okay.
you just set the ambience there with the palm
Mhm.
tree and the beach. Go ahead.
Mm, Okay, wow. What do you need, teacher?
An example using
Ah,
go and one of this, or maybe a different activity.
okay. Well, um, um, I go mm, swimming after the class.
Okay, you go swimming or you will go swimming.
Oh, I'm going to swimming after the class.
Okay. Good. So this was same thing I told Nicolas. You don't use to for this. You just
Oh, okay.
You're straightforward. You go to the point. You say,
Okay.
I'm going swimming. You don't use to. Okay.
Okay.
Same goes with
And
do and play. You don't use to.
okay.
So can you give us another example just to make sure it's okay?
Okay. I'm I will hiking the Mount Everest the next year.
Okay. We're missing something there because you said I will hiking.
I will
Mhm.
hiking. I will hiking the Mount Everest the next year during my vacation.
Mhm.
Uh,
Okay, good example. In this case, remember that that's the reason we're studying.
I will go. Oh,
Yes, that
yes,
one.
I
That
will
one.
go. Yes,
Good.
sorry.
That's okay.
I will go hiking Mount Everest the next year during my vacation.
Okay. Good. Yes, I will go hiking. All right. Good job, guys. And yes, you can modify the verb. You can modify play, do, and go as long as it matches the sport or the activity you're talking about. So before we move on to the little practice, do you have any questions with go, play, or do? Or an activity that you may have issues with?
No, no.
Okay. All right. What about the rest?
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you. So the little practice. This one's very easy. We just talked about this. Jorge, are you there? Okay, can you help us with the first one, please? Until here. What are you going to use? Play, do, or go?
I like to do yoga.
Good. Yes, and do you know why? Do you know why do we use do for yoga?
Exercise. Use for exercise.
Good. Yes, you do it for fun. It's an exercise. You don't need a team and you don't use a ball. Good. Thank you. You do yoga. Irving, can you help us with this one, please?
Is go.
Go. Why is that?
Because using surfing and ing.
Good. Good job. All right. Nicolas, can you help us with this one, please?
It is play.
Why?
Why? Because it's a it's a team activity.
Good. And we use a ball too. All right. Yeah. Good job. Thank you. Raquel, can you write it in the chat? This one, please. The first one. My sister, blank space, aerobics at the gym. Okay, so Jorge, now that you have your microphone open, can you help us once more with the first one?
My sister do aerobics at the gym.
Good, thank you. All right, so yes, you use do with aerobics. However, you have to modify the verb. We're talking about a she.
Does.
Good. How do you spell it? I'm sorry.
My sister does aerobic at the gym.
Okay. Can you spell does? Can you spell it? Word by little letter by letter, sorry.
D
Mhm.
O E S.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Addison, can you help us with the second one?
At the gym and place.
Why do you think it's place?
It's ball sport.
Good. Yes. And do you compete with another person, against another person when you play golf?
Yes.
All right. So yes, good job. It's place. Can you spell the verb for me, please?
L A
Mhm,
Y
mhm.
S.
Good. Thank you. Irving, can you help us with this one?
Is I am go hiking. Hiking.
Okay. Why?
Because the verb ending in ing.
It ends in ing. Good. Good, good. Okay. Thank you. And Nicolas, the last one, please. Go ahead.
It is do. I
Mhm.
do yoga at night.
Okay. So can you help us read the whole example, please?
Yes, my sister does aerobics at the gym
Mhm.
and plays golf with her friends every weekend. I don't like aerobics nor golf. Why is nor golf and not or golf? Because it's
Good
both.
question. Yes. Good question. You can use or golf, but this one is also right because it means me. I don't
Yes,
like aerobics.
both because
Correct. Mhm. You're talking about both.
okay, aerobics nor golf. So instead, I go hiking and to relax, I do yoga at night.
Good. All right. Thank you. So yes, that was it. Let's see. I'll send the definitions to the chat. I'm still missing to send the simple present rules to the group chat as well. I'm going to do that today. And hopefully the classes will be uploaded to the YouTube playlist today as well. So before we go, do you have any questions, any suggestions or comments?
No, teacher.
Okay. What about the rest?
Not sure, everything clear. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. So let's stop recording.